A Sacramento family grieving not just one but two horrible tragedies this month. The community has rallied behind them to help pay for the funerals of two relatives whose lives were cut short. One of those women, the victim in a fatal hit and run, with the driver responsible still on the loose.
CBS 13's Ashley Sharp sat down with the victim's daughter, who says while they grieve, her family calls for justice.
It was just a lot.
As Miriam Soraya looks through photos,
It's happier days for sure, yeah.
it follows true heartache for her family.
It's hard, but you have to get through.
The Sorayas suffering tragedy after tragedy this month, both in North Highlands, along Walerga Road. The first, January 8th, when Miriam's cousin Anastasia was fatally struck by a train. Then on January 25th, when Miriam's mother, Violetta, was the victim in a fatal hit and run. Before it all, the women were already grieving the death of their matriarch, Valentina.
I'm happy to have all these pictures, of her around. Just like these ones.
Miriam thinks of her mom with a smile.
And it's just like, I don't know, I think she was just a beautiful soul.
Having spoken to her the day she died, making plans to see a movie that they never got to keep.
It's just replaying in my head how I made a promise and I never got to see her one last time. Every time I think about it, I start crying because it's so much regret.
Paying for funeral after funeral, even taking out loans to cover the expense.
It was really hard.
The Soraya family grateful to the Sacramento community for thousands of dollars donated online, with hope now that the person responsible for Violetta's death will be found.
Knowing that person is still out there, and it scares me because it could happen to somebody else.
Miriam calls on her mom's killer to come forward.
How, how do you live with yourself?
Oh, so much for one family to go through. They're hoping to have the funeral for Violetta next week. CHP is still investigating her hit and run death. A witness told police the suspect was driving a dark gray four-door sedan with damage to the front end and a broken headlight. It happened Thursday at around 9:30 at night at Walerga Road and Elkhorn Boulevard. So if you know anything, you are urged to call police.